Hi guys. So welcome to another deeply unserious and unnecessary ranking video in the series. Today I thought I'd switch it up. Instead of sticking with Disney Channel, we're gonna head over to Nickelodeon, which is also one of the staples for me watching when I was growing up. This one should be fun as well. It's something different. There's a lot of names I have in mind because I'm trying not to miss any out like I did last time. So it might be a part one, part two, but we'll see. We'll just see how things go. I'm not gonna talk too long in the intro. Let's just get straight into it. Let's talk about it.
Whoa! When did you get so strong?
Same time the voice got lower.
I feel like it makes the most sense to start off with one of Nickelodeon's most iconic TV shows. I was stuck between starting with iCarly or Victorious, but if we're keeping it a buck, iCarly was more iconic and bigger than Victorious. Even though I say Victorious was better, iCarly was definitely bigger. Yeah, let's start with Freddie Benson. Freddie Benson? Was that his name? Yeah, Freddie Benson. So with the first couple of seasons, I'd say you need to go ahead and log out for me. Just because his obsession with Carly was not cute. It was just very annoying and was giving little brother energy. And that's where you needed to log out for me. But as he grew up and he kind of phased out of his obsessive phase and became more of a man, I'd say let him cook. Actually, no, I say I understand. Let me be completely honest here. I'd say I understand. Yeah, I understand. I mean, why not?
I'm already in shape.
Yeah, the shape of a tall marshmallow.
Look at these toned abs.
Then we have Spencer Shay. This is a tricky one, because on one hand, sometimes it works. I don't know, the floppy hair. He's funny, he's creative, he's eccentric, he's caring. I hear it, I really do. I was kind of here for it. I'm gonna have to let him cook. Yeah, I'm gonna let Spencer cook. He's creative, he's very supportive, and sometimes when he had to put his foot down, he did. I just wish he had a bit more of a life of his own. You know, adult friends, things outside what the kids are doing. But he's the main character in the kids' TV show, so I kinda get it. Do you know what's weird about Victorious though? As much as I enjoyed it when I was younger, or like the slightly grown up jokes tossed in there, as I'm much older now, some of the stuff was kinda weird. Like, not even in a funny weird. Like, this is a bit off weird. Do you know what I mean?
Huh? Oh, there it is. There it is. That's nice, isn't it? Just
Thank you.
breathe through it.
But we have to start with the it boy of Victorious, that's Beck. And you guys are lying. You guys are lying if you were not cooking and cleaning for Beck. Even everyone on the show is cooking and cleaning for Beck. Even the adults are cooking and cleaning for Beck. Inappropriate again, but I don't even need to say much. I don't even need to convince you. Like, just look at guys. You watch the show. We would have cooked and cleaned. And a little fun fact, apparently he's moved to London now. Someone I know ran into him, and apparently he's so nice and sweet and down to earth. So I'm waiting to bump into him in London too. Alvin Jovi, if you're seeing this, yeah, shout me. I will show you around London. You have a great time.
Maybe you are in love with Jade.
Shh, don't say that.
But what if you are?
I am.
You are?
No, stop it. Ow!
To the highest of keys, yeah, I feel like Andre did not get as much credit as he deserved. He deserved more shine in the show, and I'm gonna stand on it. First, they're always giving his song tutorial, making him duet with her. It's like, no, we just want him. Enough of her for now. But yeah, he was sweet, he was creative, he was cute, he was very fucking talented. I'm cooking and cleaning for Andre. I'm gonna stand on that. He deserved more credit than he got, for sure. Then we have Robbie. I don't know. This one, I feel like this one will divide people a little bit. Because I feel like Robbie has some shooters out there. I feel like he's got a couple shooters. I feel like the Robbie Hive is strong. But for me, personally, I'm gonna let Robbie cook. I'm sorry, I will. The character was really annoying at times, but sometimes also he was sweet and he was talented. His broken glass song a bit questionable, but a bop nonetheless. Yeah, he was a sweetheart. A little cutie patootie. Yeah, I'm gonna let him cook for sure. But for those who would put him in I understand, I also kind of get you. I do understand, but I wouldn't necessarily do that for myself. Just trying to be supportive.
Down the hall, swinging left at the water fountain, second door on your right.
Thank you.
Whatever it takes, cupcake.
I was even debating on whether to add this one on, but I feel like some people might have understood And that's what I'm gonna need to send all of you behind bars immediately. Absolutely. This is a puppet, first of all. And second of all, like, we all knew he was supposed to be black. He's basically blackface. At first, I didn't really clock, but when I watched a few commentary videos on Victorious, I was like, wow, it was very, very obvious. He was like, what, 3 episodes away from saying the N-word, I'm pretty sure.
I hope you like prison food.
So yeah, nah, behind bars immediately. Should I include Sikowitz? I feel like I should include Sikowitz. Because he's kind of a main character. I'm going to put Sikowitz in.
And I'd like to thank Tori for her generous gift of $2, which she handed me outside this morning. Not necessary, but much appreciated.
Why'd you give him $2?
I thought he was homeless.
Yes, I'm Sikowitz. Eccentric, supportive teacher. Again, crossed some inappropriate lines when inviting the students over to his house for a sleepover. But you can look out for me. You don't need to go to jail per se, because I can kind of get it. But I wouldn't let him cook because he's not going to come up with much. The recipe ain't giving. So yeah, just kindly look out for me. And you can take your time as well. No rush. But yeah, slowly exit.
Can't. It says here they're only available in South America. What? South America!
If I approach this with a completely, like, clear mind and just focus on the TV show itself, I would have to put Drake in the cooking and cleaning. I'm gonna be completely honest, because when I was growing up, that was my bread and butter. He was just giving everything that needed to be given. He was giving everything that needed to be gave. That's correct, yes. I would have cooked and cleaned for Drake, the character. But the more you hear about the actor, he just sounds disgustingly unhinged. I don't know, I can't look at the character the same way. But the character itself, I would have cooked and cleaned for sure. It's annoying, Mr. Too Cool, kissing everybody. But, you know, as a young kid, you know, the bad, quote-unquote bad boy is what's attractive, right? So don't lie if you don't agree with me, because I know you're lying.
Got my bicep. How does it feel? Kind of like a plastic bag filled with pudding. Cute.
And as much as they wanted us to hate Josh, or to not be attracted to Josh, I'm sorry, it didn't work for me. It didn't work. In the earlier seasons, again, I would say, let's let him cook. But as he grew up and he matured, I understand. I do understand. Josh is a little sweetheart. Caring, and he loves to cook. And he loves Oprah. Guys, emotionally intelligent, kind of. And he can cook. I mean, why not? I'm just seeing pros. There's a little bit nerdy and a little bit erratic, but it's a little spice, do you know? So yeah, I understand completely.
Here you go. It's alphabet soup. I made it special.
As I included cartoons in the last one, I feel like it's only fair to add SpongeBob. Yeah, I don't even care what the comments are gonna say. I think it's fair to add SpongeBob. So I'm gonna let SpongeBob cook. Actually, you know what? I understand. Don't crucify me, but I understand about SpongeBob. Because sometimes he had his moments. Do you know? I don't even want to explain too much because I feel like the girls that get it, and the girls that don't, they just don't.
If you want to be fancy, hold your pinky up like this. The higher you hold it, the fancier you are.
But with Patrick is where I have to draw the line. The line has to be drawn somewhere. And yeah, it's with Patrick. So you need to go ahead and look out for me. You don't need to go to jail, but you do need to look out. Because, girl, stand up.
Y'all be weak in the knees. Stand up! Stand up!
Your knees need to be stronger than that. Patrick Star. Yeah, sure, he's a himbo and all, but come on. Girls, come on. He's giving, again, very much little brother energy. There's no way that would work for you. Not too long ago, I rewatched Big Time Rush. And I will be completely honest, that show is terrible. It's actually just terrible. The gags, the sound effects, all of it is just terrible. The premise was decent, the first episode was alright, but as the series continues, it's terrible. But the only thing they had going for them were the songs. They gave us some legit bops. It makes sense why they're still touring to this day because the songwriter did what he needed to do. So I'm going to cover some of the Big Time Rush boys. Let's start with Kendall.
Hey, here's a new hit for you. Oh, you're such a turd. Oh, yeah, giant turd. And you look like a turd.
At first, I didn't really see the hype. He was supposed to be like the main character, the lead one, the the it guy in the show, and for me, he wasn't cooking with much. I wasn't here for it. I couldn't see it. So what I said. You know, I'd let him cook. I wouldn't say log out. I think when I was younger, I would have said log out. But now I can objectively say, yeah, I can let him cook. Yeah, he's alright. Yeah.
Give James the helmet. We gotta protect the face. Right.
And then we have James, who was my favorite at the time, like growing up. He was just such a sweetheart. And when I say sweetheart, I think I mean hot. To be fair, they positioned him to be that, and it worked for me. I was eating up what they were serving me, no questions asked. So I would have said I would cook and clean, easily and without a second thought, I would have said. But now I think I would just understand. To be fair, back then I just had a floppy hair thing. If you give me a white boy lead character with a floppy hair, I eat up. But again, the haircut, cut the hair, I was like, you know what? Overhyped. A little bit overhyped. But he was always giving vocals. It was always serving vocals, so we have to give him credit for that. And that's why I won't just let him cook. I understand. Completely.
Carlos, that was the worst pep talk in history. Luckily, I'm a genius. I'll think of something. Kendall? Beatbox. Got it.
Then we have Logan. I don't have any strong thoughts here or there about him. You know what? I take all that back. James was a little sweetheart. And sometimes the quiet, shy ones are the ones to look out for. Do you know? In a friendship group, everyone's just loud in your face, and then you have the adorable, sensitive one at the side. I'm gonna let Logan cook. Actually, no, I think I understand for Logan. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, why not? Yeah. He's a sweetheart, and he's smart, and he's adorable. Yeah, I completely understand.
Stop it. Please. Don't ever do that again.
And then we have Carlos. Again, another one that's giving little brother vibes, so I didn't really pay attention to him in the side. Just too rowdy and reckless and all over the place. It's like, have some decorum. Have some decorum. You're in public. Behave yourself. But objectively, he was adorable. And he could sing as well. So I'm a let him cook. You're this close to being asked to log out. But I can be objective. I can be nice. You can cook. It would be absolutely criminal to not talk about Zoey 101. It just would. Apparently they're making a Zoey 102, and I saw stills from it, and it looked terrible. And then I didn't really see anyone else from the cast in it, so who knows what they're doing with that. We have to start with Logan. I'll hold my hand up. For Logan, I would have definitely cooked and cleaned. Without a question. Especially when he got together with Quinn. I thought the relationship was so cute and so sweet. And then he just, I don't know, the relationship helped him grow into being a better person, a more considerate, more caring person. And it was just nice to see. To be fair, again, I'm a sucker for the nerdy girl turns dickhead guy into a decent person. So that trope worked for me. I was eating it. I was gobbling it up. Left no crumbs. So yeah, I'm sorry, but Logan, cooking and cleaning.
I don't just miss her. I'm in love with her. I've been in love with Zoey ever since I met her.
Then we have the other curly head boy, Chase. I can see how people would cook and clean for him. I can really see it, but I don't think he's quite there yet. I think it was just so much of a pussy. If you like Zoey, at some point tell her. We were waiting way too long for him to say something. It's like, oh, grow a pair and just say something. I hate when he's dragged out for too long. If he had said something a bit earlier, I'd let it slide. But there were two opportunities where he could have said something and he didn't. And for that, I just have to understand. Because, yeah, he was funny and he was sweet and he was adorable. But grow a pair. Do you know what I mean?
She started feeling my food. I mean, feeling it.
As much as I want to rank him higher because he's like one of the only black leads in the show, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like for me, when they don't give a male character a love interest, I don't really pay attention to them because they're like just doing like goofy stuff in the back and I'm like, I don't care. Where's the drama? Where's the content? Give me something. I might be mistaken though. Maybe they gave him a love interest here and there, but not a significant one that's memorable because I don't remember it. But on his own, he was cute. And he was hilarious. And him and Chase as like a dynamic duo, it worked. So yeah, he had things going for him. That's why I'm letting him cook. Yeah, letting him cook is fair. But he was wasted potential. They could have done something more or something more exciting with him.
And danger, because the huge crew is on their annual We Never Get a Card or Rose on Valentine's Day massacre.
I'm gonna talk about Ned Declassified School Survivor Guide. Just because I can. I was gonna like list a bunch of reasons why I wanted to, but I'm going to because I can. Ned, I just have to say, I remember having the biggest crush on Ned for a minute. He was just adorable, trying to figure his way through high school, sweet and naive, always trying to do the right thing. He was a sweetheart, little short king. So yeah, I understand. For Ned, I definitely understand. Bless his heart. I mean, look at him. Someone just pinch his cheeks and ask him, is he alright? I want to be nice to Cookie, because, you know, black solidarity and all that. But it wasn't it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to look out for me. The glasses, the braces, so much energy. I just can't do it. I just can't. I'm sorry. It was OT. He was always doing too much, too hyper and too energetic. It's like sometimes bring the energy level down just a smidge, and then maybe we can be friends. But bro, you're doing too much. Log out. Straight away. I'd be curious though if anyone actually had a crush on him. I'd be very, very curious to see.
The last minute mom job might give you an unwanted nickname for life.
Hey, it's Coconut Head.
I feel like I have to add Coconut Head here. It just feels necessary. He was giving Bob. The Bob was never out of place. Yeah, I know I hate on the nerds all the time. Actually, no, yeah. Sometimes I hate on the nerds because they're too nerdy. And sometimes they're cute nerdy. He wasn't... he wasn't anywhere in the middle. I want to let him cook. I feel like I should say log out for me, but I want to let him cook. He was trying his best, man. And we appreciate a trial. We appreciate the effort. And the hair was never out of place. The bob was bobbing. So we have to let him cook. We just have to. Then we have the bully, Billy Loomer. He was just such a loser. I don't know how he was a bully. He was just such a loser. I'm sorry. It just wasn't. There was nothing there. Nothing was giving. So I need you behind bars. Not even look out. I need you straight to jail. Don't pass go. Don't collect 200. Take your ass behind the bars now. Because, yeah, nothing was fun about him. No. Not even justifying it either. Just bend your head, hide in shame as you walk straight in to the jail cell. This one might be just my UK viewers, because I'm not sure if they aired in America. I'd be very surprised if they did. Maybe in Canada, but I don't think they aired in America. And I'm so baffled and surprised when people defend this show online, because I tried so hard. It was British, and the guy I'm going to talk about now, he went to my high school. I wanted to be supportive, but this show was terrible. It was so terrible. I didn't know they had shows like this, but in some corners of the internet, you will find people defending this show with their life, and I just don't understand. How? Someone explain it to me, please. I want to get it, because it's not making sense. Like, not only was the story weak, the acting was subpar at best. The music was, I don't know, it just gave a depressing vibe. The backing track or the score or whatever it's called, that was depressing. Visually, it was depressing. I don't know, it was just not the vibes. It was just like a depressing show. There's no good energy around it. I don't get it.
Joy, just because it doesn't have Robert Pattinson on the cover doesn't mean it's not worth reading.
In all honesty, I want to send them all to jail. Just collectively as a group, carry them on and put them in jail. But I'll try and be nice. And I'll let Fabian... I don't want to. No. I'm actually to look out for Fabian. Yeah, you need to look out for me. Yeah. No explanation is given. Just look out. I've had enough. No.
Actually, it's Mara I've come to see.
Me, Mara?
Yeah, I was kind of struggling on that biology assignment, and I wondered, since you're the biology babe, whether you could help me out?
Then we have Mick, who I think is supposed to be like the heartthrob / lovable jock / sweetheart. And again, he wasn't cooking. They gave him the floppy hair and thought they were doing something, but they weren't. They did nothing. They didn't even try. I'm sorry. You need to look out for me as well. I'm not letting him cook. No, look out. Kindly look out. And bear in mind, this is not about the actors themselves, but more about the characters. Like, they were just boring. They weren't... Go girls, give us nothing. Giving anything.
Patricia, maybe you just need to accept the inevitable.
What's that?
Something sinister's happened to Joy and she's trying to contact you.
Then you had Jerome, who was just an annoying POS. Yeah, I don't know. He just reminds me of those stuck-up, snobby, arrogant, preppy, rich white boys that are just a bit too familiar from my experience. I'm not a fan of them. Not a fan at all. But yeah, no. I need you to log out as well. Yeah, I might end up putting them all here, log out. Because no. I'm so close to sending you to jail, but let me be... No, actually, you know what? Go to jail. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
What? We still got 4 minutes.
And then we had Alfie. Now this one might come as a little bit of a surprise. Because I'm going to let him cook, actually. Yeah. I feel like... I don't know what is about him. But in comparison to the rest, I feel like he was doing a bit more. Maybe because his role wasn't as dramatic as the rest. So it was more fun to watch. Because when they were trying to do drama, it wasn't working for most of the cast. If we're keeping it for real. But because his scenes wasn't supposed to be as serious, it was more fun to enjoy. Like the comic relief of the show. So yeah, I'm gonna let Alfie cook. They get one good one. And that's it. But all in all, again, I would say it's terrible show. And I think that's all I'm gonna cover for this video. I feel like I went through a decent size list. This is enough characters to talk about. Is there any more that I could have talked about, or I could talk about? Nah, I'm gonna stick with this. This is a decent list. Some people are gonna ask me to do Thundermans and Henry Danger, but I think I was too old when those came out, so I just couldn't get into it. They all look like children to me. I'm like, no, this isn't my vibe. So I'm sorry, I can't. I don't care. I do not care. But yeah, this has been another series in the deeply unnecessary and unserious ranking. I hope you guys enjoyed. In the comments, you guys are eating this shit up and I'm loving it. So let me know what else you want me to talk about. Let me know your opinions on my tier. Here's the final, the complete tier. And of course, there will be some disagreements. But I think a lot of people will agree with me on this one. This is a solid list. So yeah, let me know what you think. As always, don't forget to leave a like, share, and importantly, subscribe. And yeah, it's been fun. I will see you in the next one. Bye!